former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's McLeod. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll have first crack at this one. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm,
he's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Harris back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Florida's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know that having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Florida. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country. 5-star defensive lineman, and they intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
And that's not the attempt you want to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Mississippi State going up tempo. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. Really good win on them.
He has things you can't coach from the linebacker position, so his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. He's at the 22.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined. And the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the line.
And the Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Using his legs to buy some time. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Using his feet to buy time. Got a little space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting the touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Harris will throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Hits him in stride at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
1st and goal, Mississippi State.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for space. It's Graves. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going for the goal line. They'll get him with a first down. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Harris back to pass. Punch it out of the air. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Mississippi State right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Had to throw it before he wanted. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose deep. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play. Complete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slowed down back at the 43.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the
going deep. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Harris will throw. Lofts one high and deep. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
You just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level.
Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown. Florida. Number 13 with the reserve.
He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
The Bulldogs will boot it away to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Cherry. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gators are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On a little time, lets it go. At the 35, he's got room. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moses. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Gets it out fast. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on first down. Right back to the well. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 40, there he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the ground, it's Graves. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the tailback. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on the money. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Nick.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon and down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it down the left. The 21. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun. The inside handoff. Looking for a crease. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Might as well give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch. You want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Trying to pound it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again.
For offenses, man, you've got an opportunity to get the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Hand off from the shotgun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offense.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll leave it with him. Turning it off. Just dismissing tackles. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he can't get it off. taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Harris back to pass. Finds the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. They'll go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Not much good can come out of throwing it here. Going for 6. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad can...
This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number one goes on the road to face a top 10 team. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get right to the action. Deep to start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Texas Longhorns offense has the football first here today. This quarterback has earned a reputation as being one of the elite guys in the sport with just an electric skill set.
Yeah, this is a guy that can really do everything for you. They do a nice job of building their offensive game plan around his skill set, and I think this offense trusts every decision he makes.
Scanning the field, it's Little. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Now it's second down here. They'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. Early adversity here. They face a third down in the opening possession. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. It's going to be a true test of will. Between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Again, makes a second and medium. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And they pick up the first on the ground. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines before down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. And the Gators will try to keep this drive moving. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 5, so it's second and 5 now. The Gators are in the red zone. On the jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Third down, it's a handoff. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down. The Gators will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. To the air. It's Little. And it's caught. And he'll run out of bounds. Picking up 2 yards on the play. Third down play. Looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Complete with the running back. But can he get there? Longhorns bring their punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Gators offense retakes the field. Defense got a big 4th-down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Quarterback takes off and looking to scramble. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run. Second down play coming up for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. First down, looking for more now. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. And the Gators have 1st and 10 here. Gonna run it. It's Braves. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. How about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So, Kirk, we reached the end of 1. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looking for 6. Caught near the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. They'll try to add the lead now with a PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Bringing it out, it's Provo. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Firing to the right side, complete. He's found some room at the 45. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue.
Touchdown, Longhorns. This quarterback is on fire today.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner decides to field it. And the returner is brought down. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Caught over the middle. It's Kramer. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call.
Hold offense.
Oh, would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Wants to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense being back. Pressure is coming. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. The deep shot is caught for a big gain. First and 10 play coming up. They're going to run it. Running with purpose. As the first down is still going. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The Gators pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And now they'll run it on the draw. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Second down play coming up. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking right. This one caught. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs. And the Gators lining up here on first and 10. They keep him guessing with a run. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up first down at the 33. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout and check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the grab. It's Kramer. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down after a short gain there. The Gators are going to cash in this red zone trip. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Gators hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Ball back at the 6 for second and goal. Got it right near the end zone. Brought down. The completion moves the ball down to the 4. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Moves out of the pocket. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trying for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive kick. So on fourth down, the decision is to try out the field goal team. kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Dropping back, it's Little. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Out of the shotgun, will hand off. You make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The full offense retakes the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The game makes it second and medium. The back's got it. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
The Gators are going to keep this drive rolling.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that previous play. There's the handoff. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Gators pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass this time. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. Incompletion makes it second and 10 from the 40. Shotgun formation, here's an inside give. Take it down, but number 4 makes the first down.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Wide open downfield. Quick juke to get free. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the coverage team ends him in and brings him down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. To throw, it's Little. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Short completion there, second down coming up. He'll hand it off. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Longhorns come to the line to run the hurry up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He decides to keep it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Oh, he's bringing it back. Out past the 30. The 10. All the way back for the pick 6. Touchdown, Gators. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Back to pass. It's Little. Wide open to midfield. That's good for a first down near the 40. A new set of downs after that completion.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big game for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes it looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Important 2nd down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Swarm with the pass rush, a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Here comes the opening play of the drive, beginning from the 33. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled, but first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And handoff from the shotgun. Inside the 25. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, this is how you put a game away. Already up multiple scores, now running the football this entire drive, eating.
Touchdown, Florida. They continue to roll up the score. And now here comes the point after attempt.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Looking downfield, it's Little. Pass complete on a crossing route. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback still with the football. He shreds the tackle. 1st down and more. He's still running. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Looking to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. No, they stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. We'll see what the offense can do starting inside their own 20. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Pounding away with the run game. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. 1st down here for this offense. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And here's the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense, on the other hand.
1st and 10 now for the offense. They're going to run it here. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. Well, they move the chains on a clutch drive, and that should be good enough. This was a pressure game. They step up and answer it here and secure a big victory in the middle of the season.
Chris, weeks ago, maybe even all the way back to week 1, we circled this game and knew that we had a chance for a major matchup this week. It lived up to that billing. We find out who the better team is and who's able to build that resume as we get closer to the end of the year.
The offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The shotgun handoff here. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. On the move now. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they...
Jacksonville, Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define the season, no matter what's happened before or what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kramer. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Cherry. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The give from maybe gets a yard to the 34. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team of the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Graves. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Looking to scramble. And he makes the grab along the sidelines, but a little too close to the sidelines. He's out of bounds. It's incomplete, and it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Georgia's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was...
There he goes! Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. And the Dogs want to crank the tempo. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that kid.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job of that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. give to the running back. Still running at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. You see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Guys, let's chat about Florida. They got a huge boost in their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability...
Gator made the grab and then did the rest himself.
It's huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quickly out for the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, they wake up.
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment, like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll get him down after a solid return. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Missed the connection on 2nd down, looking at a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one splits the uprights. That brings him to within 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over West Virginia. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Definitely be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback snake. I didn't get it. Called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So to see this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Love. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
Well, the worst thing that can happen to return men is muffing punts, fumbling it, putting on the ground, and he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Extending the play. Fires on the move. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving. He just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Catch in the middle. It's Cherry. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. That is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Georgia going up tempo. Now they'll run the draw. Out of the ground, and now he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. On the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Graves. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot away. They'll give it to the back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Kramer. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Gators are rolling down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. He's like a loose bowler, just caroms his way to the 32.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, he's got some space. Just outside the red zone, as they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the big fullback. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead, trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. They're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the 2nd half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a wrap.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He leaves it with his back. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Graves. Tackled there by the defense.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket. You know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They're going to ride this running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Gets it out quickly. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. The running back has it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball by himself down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Gator! And they turn it into a defensive score. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the back. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Open field on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football. Hands, using his speed to do the rest. And get into the end zone.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive. They said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. end zone for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.